Welcome to this month's FSI TV. I'm Dale Brown. As we start FSI's second decade, we're more committed than ever to protecting our members' businesses and your clients' access to your advice. Now, while many in Washington are saying nothing will get done in this election year, we're ramping up our efforts and going on the offense on a number of important issues. A critical component of our success is for you to get involved and meet your elected officials and regulators. Our 2014 Capitol Hill Day on May 21st and 22nd is your opportunity to make your voice heard. We're committed to protecting firm and client data. Late in 2013, FINRA released a concept proposal called the Comprehensive Automated Risk Data System, or CARDS. If this CARDS system is implemented, it would gather broker-dealer and client information in real time from clearing firms and self-clearing introducing firms. Protecting investors is non-negotiable. However, we're concerned with the potential data security and privacy risks posed by this proposal. So we're gathering input from FSI members as we put together our formal response to the CARDS proposal. A task force of our board is also meeting with FINRA leaders to start a dialogue with them. We're working so that any data collection by regulators assures data security, protects investors, and doesn't harm our members' businesses. In 2014, we're also continuing our work to impact the Department of Labor's rule change that could ban financial advisors from earning commissions on IRA advice. We're continuing to educate members of Congress on the importance of access to retirement advice for all Americans. Since the rule change was first proposed in late 2010, more than 200 members of the House and Senate from both parties have expressed their concerns to DOL. We're continuing to broaden and deepen relationships with key lawmakers as we wait for the Department of Labor to release the next version of the rule. We're also fighting to protect your independent business model. For years, at both the state and national level, bills have been introduced to address problems in industries that misclassify their employees as independent contractors. Now, clearly, our industry is not and should not be the target of these bills, but we could easily get caught in the unintended consequences. So that's why we're now fighting for a permanent solution at the federal level that once and for all blocks efforts by the IRS to classify independent financial advisors as employees of their broker-dealers. In 2014, we'll continue our efforts to work constructively to improve FINRA for the benefit of investors and the industry. Based on extensive input from our members and at the direction of our board, we're working with FINRA on 4 key fronts. First, we'll work with FINRA to ensure that their rules go through a vigorous cost-benefit analysis before and after they're implemented. We applaud the progress FINRA is already making on this front. We'll also work with them on improving the consistency and efficiency of examinations of FSI member firms. Also, we want to ensure that the FINRA arbitration process is fair for all parties involved. Our arbitration task force is set to release a detailed white paper in a few months with constructive recommendations. And lastly, we've given FINRA suggestions for enhancing the transparency of their governance and operations. Our 5th, but certainly not the least priority for 2014 can best be called giving it back and paying it forward. We're committed to promoting financial literacy in communities across the country. This year, we'll also work with our members to tackle the pressing issue of identifying and training the next generation of financial advisors. We'll also work with the Wall Street Warfighters Foundation to find jobs in FSI member firms for soldiers returning home from combat. All of these priorities are critical for the continued success of our industry in the coming years, and I know that we can achieve them with your support and engagement. I encourage you to join us for our Capitol Hill Day on May 21st and 22nd to make your voice heard on these issues and others that are impacting our industry. To register for Capitol Hill Day and for more information on our 2014 priorities, visit financialservices.org. Thank you for joining me for this month's FSI TV. I'll see you next month.